Hello everyone, it's Mystic, and welcome to my library. If you are new here, hello, my name is Mystic, and I play all sorts of games here on my channel, from RPGs to cozy games to farming games to Sims. And if you have already been here before, welcome back. Today I'm super excited because I am playing Strange Antiquities. This is the demo for this game. It just came out today. And I've been so excited to play this game. I played Strange Horticulture a few years ago, and I did do a review on it if you are interested in watching that. I really enjoyed that game. And Strange Antiquities is set in the same world as Strange Horticulture. I don't think it's a direct sequel. I don't think you need to have played the other game to play this, but you will see some familiar characters and probably some similarities to the story. So yeah, this game is basically, you're going to be running a store that deals in antiquities or like strange objects. And your job is going to be to identify them. There's going to probably be some sort of overarching mystery like there was in the other game. You're going to get to meet all sorts of different people. You're going to have a cat to pet. So I'm super excited. Let's get started. As a thaumaturge's apprentice, there is a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop, Strange Antiquities, in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. The ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising dread. Oh, that's right, there's dread. Dread is how you determine whether or not the game ends in failure or not, or at least that's how it worked in Strange Horticulture. So we'll see. Day 1, Thursday. Kitty! Use arrow keys. Oh, well, I'm actually using my controller, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, look at the rain. Actually, I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't pet the cat. Gotta pet the cat. Eli. Okay, so this is the person that left the business to me. I have been called away to assist on an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care with some reluctance, I might add. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. Okay. There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully. And remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. I'm already seeing so many that look locked. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I should be back in a few days. Actually, I might see how it plays with keyboard and mouse. Give me a moment. Yeah, this might be better now that I'm thinking about it. Let's put it down here. There we go. Yeah, that's usually how do you read it, though? Oh, right click. Okay. Contents: Ecumenical, Ares Remnant, Binding Seed, Ethereal Key, Eye of Kuranos, Guise of Lillian, Hearing Charm, Heart Chamber, Horned Shackle, Hunter's Boon, Lamb Siphon, Libula, Orford Spire, Restful Nether, Selenic Totem, Sextrum, Shadowhold, Shimmer, Silent Breath, Voice of Serenos, and Zia. Serenos. I'm trying to remember the story from the previous game. It's been a while since I've played. There is a spider in the clock, and I am not here for it. Okay, let's start. Thomas Pope. Congratulations. Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. Oh, boy. That's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. Okay. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. Is this like, what are you, on a dating show? What's happening? If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. Okay. Use on items to inspect them. Okay. Oh, well, that's creepy. This is probably it, right? Color clay. Okay. Oh, so this is very different than how Strange Horticulture worked. You basically just had the picture to go by. It's textured. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. So it's made of clay and it's textured. I think what I need to do now is probably find I probably have to go to H, right? Hunters. Hunter's Boon. A Hunter's Boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They're made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. Okay, so it is not that then. We have to find something else that would make more sense. This might be it, because that looks like a tooth. Right click. Okay. Yellowy brown. Smooth but with hard ridges. Nothing to remark. Well, they said it's not adorned and it comes from animals. That is the only thing here that's not adorned and that would come from an animal. So it's got to be this. Identified. A hunter's boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator. Yeah, okay. And I got book content. Okay, so as you successfully identify things, you find new identifications to put within your book. This is how it worked in Strange Horticulture as well. And like for that game, it was plants. This game, it's going to be objects and things like that. Ossic ring. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Korchen, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say that they can hear Korchen's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. Okay. You can add labels to items while inspecting them. Well, let's try this. Nothing to remark. So then this is not the Ossic ring. I kind of want to see if I can identify it, although it's possible we don't have it yet. What's this? Oh, this is how we learn about people. So this is Eli. He's the guy that left the shop to us. This is our cat. Jupiter, Devourer of Souls. I forget what the name of the cat was in the other game. Now, we don't have achievements yet, but there was an achievement for petting the cat a certain number of times in the other game. I'm assuming that'll be a thing in this one as well. What is this? It fills me with a sense of foreboding. Nothing to remark. Okay. Wait, can I identify? Oh, it's literally just a plant this time. Okay. Nothing. All right, yeah, it's possible we don't have that ring right now. Although that looks like the hand of who is it in Dungeons and Dragons, the undead guy? I don't remember his name. Anyway, Jack Hungerford. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. A creeping dark has set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. A shadow hold. Okay, let's take a look at the book. Is there a glossary? Oh, these are... Okay. So these are the gods, I think. And what... Or maybe? Yeah? I don't know. Anyway, I need to get back to the glossary. So we've got the Hunter's Boon. He is looking for... Wait, the shadow hold. Okay. Let's go there. A shadow hold or oshadic vessel is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or some sort of box. It can be used to contain an oshadic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. If I had to guess, it's probably, well, it could also be that one. All right. Or this one. Hold. Oshadic spirit. Manifestation is known as creeping dark, pulling from it the shadows like poison. An elaborate design called a shadow catcher. So a container. Sometimes a jar, a bottle, or a box. So this is... None of these look like containers, though. Oh, wait. It's not any of those. It's this one. Clay. Markings have been carved in. Pungent. Nothing to remark. Read that again. Manifestation is known as creeping dark pulling, although it doesn't say anything about it smelling. But the design looks the same. Let me read this. Raised detailing, but this isn't a, that's not a container. The only one here that is a container is this one. And I'm pretty sure that is the same design, or at least a similar design. And it's a bottle. Used to contain an oceanic spirit, the manifestation known as the creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. Mine's just bronze detailing. My heart feels lighter. I think it's got to be this. Now, if you get things wrong, usually you get dread. I don't see anything for dread right now. Oh, wait, unless that's what this is. This might be it here. A shadow hold or a shadow vessel. It can be used. Yeah, all right. We already read that. I guess I got it right because I got the next entry in the book. A sunbond. A sunbond is a small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun and a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. It's probably this. There's an auto-labeling option in the setting if adding labels by hand isn't your thing. I want to take a look. A pearlescent blue glass. Cool and smooth. I think that that's what that is. Well, we know what this one is because... yeah, this is the... oh, we can... so when I did this earlier in Strange Horticulture, I gave everything its own color code for depending on like the type of plant it was. Once I learn more about these objects, I'm probably going to do the same thing, but I'm not going to do it just yet. Also, I just realized there's more. I forgot that this was a thing in Strange Horticulture as well. There's actually more stuff. Oh, hold on. Cheap metal of some kind, probably pewter. Hard and cool, nothing to remark. See, that has animal... oh, shoot. You know, I didn't notice that this stuff was over here. But I don't think I missed... I don't think I did it wrong. Ooh, there's a scale. Oh, okay. So at some point we're going to probably be prompted to weigh something, and it has to either like weigh less or more than whatever I have there in order to identify it. Because stuff does get harder as time goes on. What is this? What? There's always secrets in this game. I freaking love it. This is how Strange Horticulture was too. There's a lot to discover in this little room. I'm sure I haven't even scratched the surface. But anyway, pet the cat. Oh, it's the mail part. Okay. This guy was in the other game. He delivers the mail. What's with all these ravens flying about Undermere today? I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. Okay. Yeah, he was in the other game. So there are going to definitely be people from both games. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the shin. Thank you. I'm going to keep that down here. Wait. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of use here, but I thought of you. I'm probably going to need to remember the name Shin and possibly Mr. Jones, but we will see. Julia Braddock. Ah, Jupiter, we meet again. Our paths crossed late last night on Princess Street. Okay. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark on important business, no doubt. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother later, and I wanted to bring her something. Okay. She lives all alone on the edge of town, out on Claybrook Road, and I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. A moon heart. Okay, let's go here. Well, hold on. I don't have that. Did I mess up on one of the other ones? I don't have an entry for a moon heart in my book, but what if I check the index in the back? Oh, okay. See, this is why you have hints. Let's see. It's got to be here somewhere if it told me to do that. Oh, wait. Here. Selenic totem. Okay. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling, such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall that same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes, associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Okay. So, well, hold. Nothing to remark. Rough and gnarled. There is a moon on here. Would you? Okay. So it's possible it's that. I don't think it's that, but there is another one. Well, I was thinking maybe this, but I think I looked at this one already. Engraved detailing, cheap metal of some kind. I think it's the other. Let me take a look at this again. So, like, commonly known as moon hearts can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling. Then they sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Now, hang on. Feeling. I want to see wood. See ya. I wanted to see, hang on. Learn about the knack to place them. These innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear. Wood or clay, they typically have no seed. No, okay, so that's not anything. I wanted to see if there was something about maybe the yew tree, because that was referenced when I was looking at that. Moon heart. I just want to see if I'm not missing anything. It's a Selenic totem. They're all listed as Selenic totems. Feeling. Oh, wait. I think I'm starting to understand how this works. Because certain things have certain attributes to them. So it's saying the Selenic totem is going to bring joy or love. And I'm wondering if I need to find something that has one of those. Bronze. I feel like it wouldn't be made out of metal. I still think it's the one I had before. But I just want to double check. Because if something makes me feel something, then I would think that that would be it. My heart feels lighter. But what does this have to do with... Like, I don't see any crescents or anything. I still think it's the tree branch. But I'm gonna check a couple things just in case. Sounds are muffled. Well, that's not what I want. I notice a slight out-of-body feeling like my hands belong to someone else. That's probably not it either. Nothing to remark. Like, there is a crescent. So that's why I'm not sure. I'm looking for a carved totem. So, is that carved? Nothing to remark. Well, let me try this one. I don't like how this makes me feel, so it is definitely not that. I mean, I guess it's carved. The item has a connection to the night, and it may or may not include a crescent shape. It's gotta be this, because there's a crescent on it. I can't remember if getting hints messes up my my dread. Was it dread? Is it called dread? I can't remember. Uh-oh. That wasn't the item I'm looking for. Okay, that increased my dread, though. So that's how you know it's wrong, then. So you do actually get told that it's wrong. A carved item. Strong sense of being watched. I feel like it's going to tell me that I feel loved or something. I doubt it's this. How is it not this? I'm already really struggling. Is it possible it's in here? Nothing to remark, nothing to remark. I have got to be missing something. This made me feel weird, right? Yeah, it fills me with foreboding. Huh. I mean, I guess I could just... Okay, hints. You gotta help me here. An owl has a connection to the... Oh my god. Now it's just spelling it out for me. How did I miss the owl? Where's the owl? There's an owl? Help. Literally, there's no owl. There's a bat. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh my god. That's why I didn't see it. It was in the way. There it is. Okay. Dang it. That was dumb of me. I forgot that I put that stupid thing in the way. Here it is. Okay. Well, he did tell me not to touch stuff, and then I touched stuff anyway. So, you know, evocant. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. Okay. So that's where those weights are going to come in. Sorry it took me so long. I was hiding it. Edmund Bishop. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing, to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get into their talons. And they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there, and I'd like to know what. A voice of Ceranos might help put me at ease, or do the opposite. That spider is moving. I hate it. Okay, also, wait. Huh? Okay, spider, seriously, I need you to not. What? I bet you I need to put a weight on that. Huh. I don't want to touch the spider. I bet you I need to do something with that, but I'm getting distracted. Okay. Something of wait, which one of Ceranos? Voice of Ceranos. The voice of Ceranos is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. With skill, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Ceranos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag and often wearing or holding a torque. I'm assuming that that's the... Wait, it's this. Oh, no, wait, it's this. I didn't know what a torque was, but I think it's the thing on his neck because it's this. Right? Bronze. Bronze. Yeah. Uneven texture. I don't think it's going to do anything, but it should be this. Yep. Spirit Eye. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into the world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps. A layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. And I've closed for the day. End of day 1. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Backbarrow. Oh, that's right. Every time you end a day, there's usually like a dream or something that happens. And I think that's what this is, because this was how it was in Strange Horticulture as well. And yeah, I think there's a certain number of days that you have to do everything. I think sleeping gets rid of your dread, but I can't... Hello? Can't remember? What is this? Hello? What am I doing? What? Shackles? An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. North. Oh, that's right. That's right. You get clues and then you can explore a map. Okay. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. So, hold. There's got to be a map. Oh, here we go. What's this? On thermic fields. All thermic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thermic lens, a diurnal field pattern. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. I think I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to put this here too. This seems to be a little finicky on how this works. How did I do the other one? Oh, wait, you just click it. You don't pull it. Okay. Don't know what these are. Let's put them here. This must be the map. Yep. Okay. Ooh, is Strange Horticulture here? Let me see. It is! It's number 2. So, okay, hold on. Number 2. So this is where Strange Horticulture is. And then Strange Antiquities is 29. So where's 29? Here. So they're on the opposite side of the city from each other, but they do both exist. That's so cool. Okay, so explore. Hold on. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Okay, so where's the prison? Or the jail? Jail is 10. Nope. All right, jail is 10. So here's the jail. The first building he came to is that one. Right? Because if he came from the jail and he ran northwest. There we go. The dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing, and the struggling flame of my lantern does little to pierce its depths. I slowly search through its contents with a sense of despair, wondering if I'm even in the right place at all, when suddenly and unexpectedly I uncover something of value. More relieved than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop for further study and a warm drink. Item discovered. Well, that's creepy. Ooh, I don't like it. Okay, well, we're gonna put it there. I'm gonna pet you because you make me not scared. Oh yeah, and your dread does go down. Oh my god! Wait, she was in the other game too! Ah, well that's just perfect. Undermere fizzing with fear over these raisins? Nope, not raisins. And the thaumaturge has left his apprentice in charge. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out on the wrong side of the bed. Uh-huh. These ravens have got under my skin is all. Uh-huh. Please do let Eli know that I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Okay. Sure. Ooh. Quentin Holmes. Hermetic Symbology. Oh my god. There are 3 branches of thaumaturgy, each of these split into 2 disciplines represented by the following symbols. Celestial, Selenic, Dradic. How do you know the difference? Oh, the circles are in different... Okay. Diurnic, Noctic. Oh, well, that makes sense because it would be like the sun is out and then the sun is down. Individual, Mentic of the mind, Wixic of the body. Oh, God. Imbuements, calm, confusion, death, life, paralysis, poison, deception, fear, foresight. Okay, we are probably going to need this for something. There's no way I'm going to remember it right now, but that's okay. Mundane elements. Tin, Jupiter. Huh. Weather. Wicca. Oh, it's Shadowheart's emblem. That's cool. Okay. I'm definitely going to need that at some point. I'm going to stick it in here. Okay, let's get started. Hi. I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I heard a horned shackle might be the answer. Okay. Go here. Oops. Horned shackle. So I did start the game with controller. I'm going to say right now it's a lot easier with keyboard and mouse. So maybe things will change when the full game comes out, but that is definitely what I'm noticing right now in the demo. Horned shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. An example of an alive. Okay. Wait. It's probably this. Bronze. Smooth. Nothing to remark. Strong sense of being watched. Are used to bring about change, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. Causing, all right, so they would be smooth. I mean, I don't want to mess up too many times, so let me just take a look. Cheap metal, hard and rough. So it's not that. We already know it's not that. I feel like it's got to be that. This one gives foreboding. See, the thing about it giving a sense of being watched is throwing me off. Wood, rough. So it's not this one. Textured. It's not that one. It has to be that one, but I don't want to mess up too many times. Ooh, there's... Oh, no, wait. That's the thing that was blocking the owl before. Okay, never mind. I'm assuming it has to be that. And it has a horn. No? Dang. Okay. Yeah, see, the thing about it, about feeling like I was being watched, I knew that had to be wrong. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. Oh, wait, not the entire thing. Just the horns are being rubbed smooth. It's not in there. I mean, it's not going to be this. Somewhat painful. Wait. Cool and smooth. Thought at first it was bone, but it is in fact clay painted to look like bone. It fills with me a sense of foreboding. That doesn't make sense either. What was the one that made me feel lighter? Wait, this one? No. I mean, there are bones on it, but... Hint. Looking for an item that has horns. Yeah, no kidding. That part I got. I should inspect items with horns using touch to see if they have been worn smooth. Wait, you can look at certain areas. Oh my god, y'all. You can look at certain areas. Hard and somewhat rough. Rough fabric. Hard and... I didn't realize you can check different places. Okay. These are bones. So, I'm thinking it's not this. Horns? But they have to be worn smooth. Pointy. Textured. Yeah, because see, the horns are not smooth here. Okay. I think it might be this one then. This part feels smooth. It's this. I didn't realize there were different parts that I had to check. It's this. Well, we're learning as we go. Vesiger. A vesiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. Okay. Petting you again. Mailman. At least the weather's looking a little better out there today. Oh yeah, it's not raining. Okay. Oh, never mind. He doesn't have anything else to say. Good day. You might be interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours for the right price, of course. Wait. Papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard. Oh, I forgot. There are other places that we can explore. I can go to the boatyard and find this item. And I can then go here. We have to go to John Royston's farm. Okay, so let's see. Royston Farm is 30. John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he shows me. Any hope I had that he might not fully be aware of its value quickly evaporates, and after a lengthy negotiation, I reluctantly hand over the amount he originally asked for. Okay. So we got that. Put it there. Now, we got this as well. You might be interested here that my... Okay. No, wait. I did that one. Is there any place to put it so it's not like... I guess I'll just keep it here. Now I have to go to the boatyard, the shipyard. Boatyard. So let's see where that is. Log house. The boatyard is 8, which is here. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timbers cover most of the outdoor space that isn't taken up by upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowing boat. You must be from Strange Antiquities, he says with a smile. He takes me into the dilapidated office where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water and thin window panes rattle with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of brown papers out of his desk drawer and places them gently in my hands. Sleep vessel. The 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 thalmic disciplines: Selenic, Dradic, Noctic, Diurnic, Wixic, and Mentic. They help people to stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. Wait, I didn't see the other one, though. Oh, as I missed the rest of what it said. Okay. As an afterthought and somewhat reluctantly, he gave me this. Okay. I was trying to read the other thing. God dang it. What else did I get? The sleep vessel was the one I just read, right? Okay. But there was another one that it gave me. But I don't know what it was. That's okay. Ring. I want an Ossic ring. Ossic. Sir, that's a pleasing word on the tongue. Are you a snake? What's happening? Ossic ring, as opposed to... Oh, no, wait. I was thinking of something else. All right. I keep closing things. There we go. These somewhat macabre objects... Oh, wait. I read about this, because this was one of the ones I got earlier. Made as offerings to the goddess Korchin, but as practice fell out of favor, they are hard to come across, but now they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some here they consider Korchin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. So I need to find something that's going to hiss at me. Okay. I don't think it's this, because I've checked this one. Sounds are muffled. Yeah, it's not that. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Wait. A soft sound like a serpent. It's this one. Okay. Holgan Grim. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals related to death and the afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment, path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. A friend of mine, or former friend I should say, has been stealing jewelry from me. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Do you have a suitable pendant that I could leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson and make sure it never happens again? A pendant. that I can leave lying out. I will need to make a choice here. There are no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion. Right. Choices matter in this game too. So, all right, what was it? Zia and Binding Seed. Okay. So let's see. A Binding Seed. These items are made of two distinct materials, representing the Mentic and the Wixic, the mind and the body. The winding path in the mind is described by a spiral encompassing the body, the seed. The Binding Seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. And then what's the Zia? Warn about the neck to place them closer to the heart. These innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They can be difficult to remove. Zias are made of any single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writings upon their surface. I think we're going to go with the Binding Seed because it sounds less awful. Like, the Zia is going to be hard for them to take off. So I think I'd rather go with the Binding Seed. Is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. Winding path with a seed. Oh, it might be this. I don't like how this makes me feel. This could also be the Zia, though. Wood and stone. I think that's the Zia, actually. Hold on. Let me read that again. They can be difficult to remove any single material except wood or clay. So that can't be the Zia. Because this is wood. Cool and smooth. This has got to be the Binding Seed then. Right? I'm pretty sure that's the Binding Seed. We're looking for a pendant, right? What does this do? Oh, I think that's the one that actually holds the dreams. My heart feels lighter. Well, it's definitely not that. And then what about this one? Nothing to remark. I'm almost positive that this is the Binding Seed. And I guess it doesn't matter which one I choose. I'm almost positive this is not the Zia. Yes, okay. So I could have done either one for that one. Shield Charm. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. An Oshadic spirit or a wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms made use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. Okay. They found a man just now in that house where all of them ravens were. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to click that. I wish I hadn't seen, but I did. He was white as a sheet, but it was his eyes that are going to give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like he weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Sedberg, and I'll be taking a libula to see us safely through. Okay, so I gotta find a libula. Libulae are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a libula is not merely decorative. There's a power in symbology, as well as the old thaumaturges know well. Wisdom and change. And hold on. Libulae are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a libula is not merely decorative. So I think I need to go to this other book. Oops. Because there should be a symbol for wisdom or a change or both. Let me see here. Calm. Wisdom. It's here. Okay, so I've got to look for something that looks like that. Wait, it's this one. Frieze detailing, bronze. It's got to be this because it's got the symbol in it. Yep. Witch's finger. The witch's fingers are said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. Ew. So I'm assuming it's that. Am I losing it, or did this move from one finger to the other? I might just be imagining things. Oh, that was the demo. Okay, that was fun, and I'm definitely looking forward to playing the full game. I'm probably not going to do a let's play of it. I am going to probably just post a review like I did for Strange Horticulture, but hopefully you all enjoyed watching me play this. Like I said, super excited to see more of this and see what like the overarching mystery is going to be. Let me just read what this says here. There's a lot more to uncover in the full version of the game. More gameplay elements to discover that we won't spoil for you here. More secrets to unearth, and a sinister plot involving ancient deities, dark articles, and a meddlesome priest that will lead to one of several unique endings. So yeah, it's going to have several endings just like Strange Horticulture did. And yeah, I'm so excited to play this. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Bye!